You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Devontae Lee, spelled Denvonta, last name Lee, Lee.
Thanks, Mr. Lee, for being here. Mr. Paul, whenever you're ready, you may proceed.
All right, thank you. Sir, you did not volunteer to be here, is that fair?
No, I didn't.
In fact, you're under a court order to be here
Yes,
through a subpoena.
yes,
In fact, you have expressed many times the fact that you do not want to participate in this.
yeah.
But understanding that you're a court order, you don't have a choice whether or not to sit in that chair. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to ask you a little bit about the mid-1990s. Where were you living?
At the time, I think Hawthorne.
Did you ever start spending time in Compton?
Yes.
And what was, who were you spending time with?
My homeboys and people around, friends.
At some point, were you spending time with a person you knew as Big Dre?
Yes.
Would you describe him as a friend?
Yeah.
And then later on, did you start spending time with a person by the name of Orlando Anderson?
Yes, I did.
Would you consider him a friend?
Yes.
Okay. As a result of your relationship with Orlando Anderson, did you start coming into contact with the Southside Compton Crips?
Oh, yes, I did.
Can you tell us how that happened?
We used to go over there and, hang out. And we wasn't from over there at that time, but we knew a couple of people. So, we go over there, hang out, or whatnot, chill.
And then is it fair to say at some point that you were given a option of joining Southside Crips or facing a different kind of repercussion?
Yeah, I would say it was an option, like, either or, basically.
And can you tell us what the either or was?
Well, at the time, it was either, we're going to join or you just can't come around no more.
And did you ultimately join?
Yeah, I did.
And how does that work? How did you join?
Or you get put on, meaning, have a fight or whatever,
Now,
things of that nature.
is it always this fight? Is it always a one-on-one, or sometimes is it multiple people on one?
Sometimes it's not one-on-one. If you get lucky, you might get a fair one like that. But other than that, sometimes it's not one-on-one.
And when you say a fair one, you mean a one-on-one?
Yeah.
All right. And so when you did you get a fair one, or did you have to get jumped in by multiple people?
Oh, I had a fair one. Yeah, it was not multiple people.
And how'd that happen? How'd that come about? You getting a fair one?
I don't understand the question.
Well, did Mr. Anderson assist you in joining the Southside Crips?
Oh, honestly, he didn't assist us on joining nothing. He just was there to make sure, because we was, we're friends of his, to make sure basically that we had a fair, shake. We get a fair chance. Won't get dogged out, or not unless you got dogged out by that one, whoever he was fighting. So yeah, he was, he was there to make sure that everything went pretty much as smooth as it can go.
And so Orlando Anderson was basically looking out for you.
Yeah, he was looking out for all of us.
Now, are you familiar with a person that went by the moniker Keefy D?
Yes.
And who was he in the Southside Crips in the mid-90s?
He was a hustler. He was known for hustling. That's what he was known. What I knew from him is he was a hustler. Grew up around there. That's basically what he was. Yeah.
And when you say he was a hustler, for those of us who don't understand what that means, what does that mean? Is he getting money? Is he doing other
money.
things?
He's getting money. Yeah, he's getting money. That's what it is.
And how is he getting
on
money?
a higher level?
on a higher level. So he's not just getting. There are some people who are let's say hustling and get money on maybe a lower level, and then there are people who are making bigger money. Is that
Yeah,
fair?
of course. You could say that's safe to say.
And-
He's on a bigger level.
He was on a bigger level. And when we're talking about getting money, are we talking about through working a 9 to 5, or are we talking about narcotics?
It was narcotics.
All right, and then when you got initiated into the Southside Crips through a fair one. After that, would you hang around the Southside area a lot?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And is it sometimes referred to as the neighborhood?
You said it was.
The neighborhood is like the
Yeah, I
neighborhood?
mean that's where we're from. That's where we're going to be.
Okay. And you had said we had talked about Orlando Anderson. Did he have any relation to the Keefe D?
Did Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his nephew.
Okay. Orlando was Keefe's.
Keefe's nephew.
Okay. And being a Davis or being part of that family in Southside, was that a big deal?
I wouldn't say it's a big deal. I mean, because there's a lot of families in our neighborhood, but they were pretty, prominent family,
And then, did the day you got initiated, did DeAndre also get initiated?
Yes.
And are you familiar with somebody by the name of Terrence Brown?
Yes.
Was he older than you, or was he your age?
Yeah, he was older than me.
So,
Yeah, he was older than me.
So I assume he was in before you were in.
No, way longer. Yeah, before. Yeah.
He's more of a you were kind of in the group that Big Dre, Orlando, that age group.
That was that. Yeah, that's that era. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
And then Terrence Brown was, I'd say, would it be fair to say Terrence Brown's part of an older group along with Mr. Davis?
Yes.
During that time, did the South Side have any rival gangs in Compton?
We had a lot of rival gangs in Compton.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Understood. Was Mob Piru one of those rival gangs?
Yes.
And Looters Park Piru also?
Yes.
In the mid-90s specifically, like 1995, 1996, was there a war going on between Southside and Mount Piru?
Yes.
I'm going to focus your attention to around 1995. In 1995, were you aware whether or not Mob Piru was associating with a music label?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And what music label was that?
Death Row Records.
And were you familiar with somebody by the name of, or went by the name of Suge Knight?
Yes.
And would you say that he associated with Mob Piru?
Yes.
Were you familiar with somebody by the name of Tupac Shakur?
Yeah.
And would he also associate with Suge Knight, Death Row, and Mob Piru?
Yes.
Now, with regards to Southside, were you guys hanging out with another record label?
I mean, we have hung out with another record label. Yeah.
Yeah. And what record label was that?
It was Bad Boy.
And Bad Boy, is that the record label that was being run by Sean Puffy Combs?
Correct.
And when you say you would associate with them, what would you go to concerts? Would you just hang out? What would be the nature of the connection that you saw between Southside and Bad Boy?
I mean, we went to a couple of like concerts. I've seen them before. That concerts or they came to our neighborhood before. And that's it.
And when you would go to concerts, who would organize you going to that concert? How would you know to go to the concert?
Well, we just basically all do because they say we got tickets or da-da-da-da, and we all, they'd be like, okay, you're going to go to the concert, you get your ticket, and you go.
Would you, was your understanding part of it was to ensure that Bad Boy was not bothered by other gangs?
That was the basis of it, I believe. Yeah, I would say that.
And was there a particular gang that people in Bad Boy were worried about?
Yeah, they was worried about the death row.
I want to take your attention to the summer of 1996, in particular the Lakewood Mall. Are you aware of an incident that took place at the Lakewood Mall in the summer of 1996?
Yes, I am.
How are you familiar with that event?
Because I was there.
And that summer of Lakewood Mall, what happened? What were you doing at Lakewood Mall?
One of our friends, he was going off to college, and he had went up there to grab some things to get prepared for college. So we went along with him. And
Do you know where the money came from for this person who's going to college to get these things?
yeah, Keefe was helping. Try to get he needed a lot of I don't know what college kids need really, but need a little TV probably, a little clothes and things of that nature.
And Lakewood Mall's not in Compton, is it?
Not at all.
Is it fair to say it's about 15, 20 minutes away from Compton?
Yeah, if that.
And just so things have changed in the last 30 years.
Of course.
Back then, you couldn't order things on Amazon and have them delivered to your house, right? You actually had to
No,
go
I
somewhere.
doubt it. I don't remember.
So at the Lakewood Mall, you were there with other Southside Crip members. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And it was Orlando Anderson one of the people that were with you?
Yes, Orlando was with us.
Okay. And then, did you happen to run in that day into people from Mob Piru or Death Row Records?
Yes, we did.
Can you tell us about that?
Well, we basically were coming from different sides of the mall, and we're, walking towards each other, and I guess we basically seen each other simultaneously. And we noticed people. They noticed us. They kept, coming our way. We kept coming their way, and a couple of words was exchanged once it got close enough. You know what I mean? And that's when the fight broke out.
So a fight broke out?
Yeah.
And by that, we're talking about people punching each other and tackling each other.
Yeah.
On the other side, were you aware of somebody by the name of Trayvon Lane there?
Yeah, I was aware of Trayvon. Yeah.
And in particular, there's talk about a death row chain or medallion hanging from Trayvon Lane's neck. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen. Did I see the chain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the chain.
Okay. During the fight, did anything happen to that chain?
Yeah, during the the brawl, it came off his neck.
Now, let me ask you something about the significance of a chain or something like that. Is there any special significance to taking somebody's chain?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Can you explain that?
I mean, that was their logo, and so it's like you taking that from them is, like you got something, to at least harp about or to say, hey, look, I took this. That's all it would be.
Would it be considered disrespectful to rip somebody's chain off?
Yes.
How did that brawl end? Like what made you guys stop fighting?
Oh well, the police came. You know what I mean? The police came, separated the parties. They didn't even try to talk to nobody or nothing. They just wanted to get the situation under control. Everybody just, leave. Just get out of there. So that's what they did. They came in, they separated us basically. We went our way, they went their way.
Is it fair to say that Lakewood is a little different of a place than Compton?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah. Yeah, it is.
A little more suburban?
A little more, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And at that point, it sounds like that whoever the police was in Lakewood just was asking you guys to get out of there, right?
Yeah, they just wanted to be, you're in the mall. It's, families, kids, they just wanted to get it handled, situated, and get people out of there.
Permission to approach, Your Honor?
You may.
I'll show you some photos. Exhibits that's already been admitted. I'm going to show you Exhibit 62. Who's that?
Mr. Davis.
Show you Exhibit number 63. Who's that?
Mr. Anderson.
Show you Exhibit number 64. Who's that?
Mr. Smith.
I'm going to show you Exhibit number 65. Who's that?
Mr. Brown.
I'm going to show you Exhibit number 60. Who's that?
That's Trayvon.
Okay. And I'm going to show you Exhibit number 70. Do you recognize the people in here? The ones' faces that are blurred?
Yeah, the people I know is Orlando, me, and Big Dre.
And then, is this just a wider out version of that photo?
Yeah, same thing, same deal. What I just told you, us three.
Okay. And then I'm going to show you what's been already admitted, States 66. Do you recognize who's in that photo?
Yeah, Orlando and Keefe.
Did you go to the Mike Tyson fight when Mike Tyson fought Bruce Seldon the weekend that Tupac Shakur got shot?
No, I didn't.
How come?
I was incarcerated.
It's fair to say that that incarceration began in July 8th of 1996.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay. In 2006, is it fair to say that you started doing work for the DEA?
Yeah, Haida.
Yeah, Ida. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that after you got caught trafficking some drugs as well?
Correct.
And in the mid 2000s, you got 5 payments. Is that right?
I think something like that.
And that was for $2,000, $500, $1,000, $1,300, and $500 for a total of $5,300. Is that fair?
It's probably fair to say. I don't know exactly.
You don't remember,
Yeah,
but if I told you that, you wouldn't disagree with me.
No, not at all.
Okay. Of course it doesn't. Still pass the witness.
Okay. Cross, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Lee, your street moniker is Dirt Rock.
Correct.
Okay. And how did you come with that moniker? How did that happen?
It was given to me.
And with regards to your testimony here today, you've told us a little bit about your work with Haida. That's for drugs, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And while you
Drugs
were...
and other things. Haida is a task force, so it's drugs and everything. It's ATF, DEA, all that.
Right.
Right.
And with regards to your work with Haida, of course, because it's about everything, technically, if you saw other types of crimes being committed while you're working for Haida, you would tell the Haida people because it's part of a overall task force, right?
No, I'm not necessarily. I'm tell them what they asked me about. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell them nothing outside of the realm of what they're seeking or looking for.
Right. And fair to say, though, with regards to what they were seeking and looking for, at some point they were targeting Mr. Davis as a drug dealer, right?
Yeah.
And so you were helping them with that information that they needed, right? And that information came in early of 2008, meaning that you were helping them in April and May and that kind of thing.
I'm not sure the dates, but I eventually was, helping them. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the dates.
Your Honor, would a review of a report from the DOJ with regard to your participation help refresh your recollection?
It might, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You may
okay. Just take a look at the report, look at the date, don't say anything, and then I'll ask you some questions.
Look at the date. Where's the date? Is it? Okay, I recall. Yeah.
Okay. And with regard to this document I gave you, it looks like the date that I've shown you is a date for July 10th, 2008. Is that right?
Yes, that's the date that's on there.
Okay. And fair to say for the jury, once again, you're working with the HIDA team, and that's even prior to July of 2008, you were working with the HIDA team. Fair?
You said prior to
July of 2008.
2008.
Yes.
I was working with HIDA. I only worked with HIDA one time, so I don't know what you're trying to insinuate. Like,
All right. And I want to make sure that the jury, that we're clear for the jury.
I
So
understand.
let me show you my job here. Would a review of another document help you refresh your recollection as to how many times you worked with HIDA?
it might. Let me see.
This is, yeah, go, Sean.
You may.
Sorry. All right, sir. Now showing you the document. You recall having an interview with a couple of the special agents from HIDA on September 10th, 2007.
Yes, I recall.
All right. And then also, once again, just for the jury's edification, showing you a document here. Were you also working with HIDA on April 3rd, 2008?
See, working and being interviewed is two different things.
Okay, so you're being interviewed by HIDA on April 3rd, 2008.
Yeah, that's what it says.
And you were given information with regards to Mr. Davis on April 3rd, 2008, right?
I didn't get no information about Mr. Davis. I didn't even know at the time what, I mean, I was there on what I was there for.
Once again, this is about drugs. I'm talking about drugs. So with
I am
regards
too.
to, regarding 2008, April 3rd, were you there to speak to HIDA agents about drugs?
Yeah, pretty much. Not entirely, but yes.
All right, when you say not entirely, what do you mean?
I'm saying we did talk about drugs. We talked, yeah, we did.
Anything else besides drugs in your 2000? I want to make sure the jury understands.
Okay,
Anything in
yeah,
April of 2008 besides drugs that you talked about?
No, that's it. That's all we talked about.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, in your time that you spent with HIDA, you had shared some information with regards to what we now call the Lakewood incident. Remember, we just talked about this a second ago?
Yeah.
All right, can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury when the Lakewood incident occurred?
It was in 96. I want to say July. That's what I want to. Yeah, that's July. I feel it's July of 1996.
Can you help us as to how you know it was in July?
Yeah, because it was the summer,
It was in the summer.
and he was getting ready to go to school. So I know he had to be there that summer. Start up his training and stuff for football.
Okay. So if somebody else, an FBI agent, came in here and told us that it was a couple weeks before the fight in Las Vegas, would he be mistaken?
You said who came in and said what?
If somebody else testified about that date and said it happened.
Objection, Your Honor, to have this witness talk about what another witness stated.
I'm just asking you.
And that witness was stating what he said.
We can't
All right, thank
opine
you.
as to whether he's mistaken or not.
I'll withdraw the question, Your Honor.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. You shared the details of the Lakewood incident, right? You told people you described it, fair?
Describe it to who?
To various different people over the time since the time it happened. You explained it to various different people. In fact, to us right now, today.
Yeah, so I mean, I did because I'm doing it to y'all right now. So yeah,
Right. And so with regards to your description, can you tell us, describe for us what happened during the Lakewood Mall incident?
same thing I just told. We got to fight. And
Now, isn't it fair, though, that at some point in the future, and I want to make sure I'm clear as to the date, you had an interview with a Detective Mogg from Metro?
oh yeah, I did.
Okay, and you recall that that interview was actually on July 11th, 2023 in Las Vegas?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Right. And would looking over a transcript of your interview with Detective Mogg help refresh your recollection as to what you told him on that day?
Well, I couldn't tell him too much more different than what I already said. So yeah, come on with it.
Right. All right. Yeah, question?
You know,
Okay, sir. I'm showing you your screen here. And I want you to read
The highlighted.
question. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's your question?
Um, Now, with regard to what you reviewed, clear to say that you told Detective Mogg a more specific sort of thing that happened at the Lakewood Mall, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. Can you tell us, for instance, the location of where the fight took place?
Yeah, it was my Foot Locker.
By the Foot Locker.
Yeah.
In fact, you had made mention that the fight at the Foot Locker was so bad that they had to remodel it after the thing had gone down at the Lakewood Mall. Fair?
Yeah, it's turned into the World Foot Locker.
Right. You described it as mayhem that was occurred in that Foot Locker.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment, please, John.
of course.
Your Honor, I have no further. Actually, I do. Sorry, let me back up real quick. Nope, that's it. I have no further questions of this witness.
Any further questions, Mr. Cole?
Of course you don't.
Shake your head up.
Your Honor, I will pass. I'll pass the witness except for one thing. I don't think I moved before the witness. Please, I don't think I moved the exhibits into evidence. I just want to be clear about that before the witness is on the stand.
Okay.
Which is state is moving proposed exhibit 71, 70, 65, 64 into evidence.
64, 65, 70, and 71.
That's impressive, yes.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
They'll be admitted.
Thank you. Then with that, no further questions.
All right, one final thing, Mr. Lee. Anybody from, any members of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, got it. May I have the parties approach? All right, a question from one of our jurors, Mr. Lee. What did you receive multiple payments for if you gave information to HIDA once?
Well, it was during, the course of the investigation and things like that. That's what it was for. During the course of the whole thing, they have different ways of, looking out for you or giving you something to try to help your situation or something like that.
Any follow-up based on that, state?
Nope.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you for being with us, Mr. Lee. You are excused.
Thanks.
You're welcome.